Welcome back to Talon Talk with your host, Aiden Coleman. Today I am joined here with the head coach of the boys and girls swim team, Coach Getz, and two of his swimmers, Victoria Reese and Ellie. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
I'm great.
Yeah. So, Coach, can you tell us a little bit about the sport of swimming?
Well, the sport of swimming is sport of swimming.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty
it's
in the name.
I think it's one of the most underappreciated sports that are out there.
Yes.
It's a sporting event that people look at and think it's really not that difficult because there are a lot of people can swim, and until you get in there and you try to compete and work out, and they realize that that's a pretty difficult sport to do.
I agree.
Definitely. So, ladies, how long have you both been swimming for? And, have you always been swimming for Tyrone?
Yeah. I've been swimming since I was 4, and then swam for Tyrone, then Tiger Sharks, and now back to Tyrone.
What's Tiger Sharks?
It's the YMCA and YMCA
team. I started in kindergarten. I don't know how many years that was, but I swam for the summer swim team and then went to holidays break, and now I'm back here.
Nice. So, Coach Getz, how long have you been a swim coach for?
Well, probably longer than I want to say. But, I was assistant with Richard Bishop. So I've been back in
He coached my mom.
I coached Tyrone. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And then I was also assistant with Mr. Camerata. He was a coach for a couple years, and I took over. So I've been head coach for I'm going to say 13, 14 years, and involved with the program for well over 20.
Awesome. So not a lot of our listeners know a ton about how the swim meets actually work. Can you explain to us how a typical meet is ran and what goes on in them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a variety of events, from a 50, which is up and back. It's a 25-yard pole, so up and back would be 50. Right? Then there's 100s and 200s as well.
Yeah.
The thing with swimming is I think it's a lot like track, where we need numbers because they place 1 through 6. So 1st through 6 gets points. So the more people and the more kids you can have in events, especially the diverse events that aren't freestyle, the better it is.
Yeah. So, what's the longest event?
500 freestyle.
500.
In high school, yep, 500.
I hate that event.
Is it tough?
It's long.
I've only swam it once, but it was not fun.
Well, swimmers think it's long, but it's not that long.
Some people enjoy it. Some people really like swimming that event, but I just don't think it's for me.
Yeah, no, 20 laps.
Honestly.
20 laps.
I think we should put Ashley Walk in that event this year.
Listen.
Oh.
Yeah.
The 500 is so bad that people will lose count, so you have people with cards at the end.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd go to the time and stuff, and I'd see that.
And then whoever, the fastest person, they'll blow a horn.
Yeah, I hear that
signify the last lap.
Is that what that means?
So even if someone's even if someone's 5 laps behind them, they'll blow the horn.
You know, our practices are about 3,500 to 4,000 yards a day. So to do 500 is really nothing.
Yeah,
it's just we have they think it's so embedded in them that it's a distance event, and it's really not.
It's just boring.
Games.
It is really boring.
Yeah.
Hey, not everybody's the same, but
I know.
Gotta love it. So I know we lost a lot of numbers after the class of 2020 graduated. How are the numbers looking this year, and are any of them from the Bellwood or Bishop Guilfoyle area that usually come down? Yeah,
we did lose some numbers, and I was a little concerned coming in, but so far we just finished our 2nd week of clinics, and we have a nice group of 9th graders coming out, so I think that's going to offset that. Now, obviously, they're not going to be at the level of those seniors yet, but they can get there. We have a couple coming down from Bellwood, and right now we have 1 from Bishop Guilfoyle. So,
Who? Yeah, I didn't know we had the Bishop Guilfoyle swimmer.
It's a boy swimmer, which will be a great help.
That's great. Has he been down at all?
He hasn't been down yet.
What's his name?
I don't recall.
You don't even know.
I don't recall.
Well, we have one.
He hasn't gotten his paperwork done yet.
We have one. That's good.
Yeah, and then we have 3 from Bellwood.
Do you know how many boys we do have this year?
Well, right now we will have 6.
6 boys.
Jeez.
Is that how many we had last year?
We have Justin, Spencer, maybe Camden, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, I think he is.
Who's the other one? Cole.
Jake Green.
Jake Green, and then
Justin Jackson.
Spencer.
Did you already count?
Yeah.
Did you already count
them?
And
then the BG kids. So we do have 6.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is pretty good
for a relay.
That's great. That's better than we had last year.
That's probably.
I was really surprised to see how many people actually came out.
I know.
I wasn't expecting a lot, and then everyone showed up at the clinics, and I was like, "This is great."
I know.
No, honestly, it is.
Well, and also I'll put a shout out. Seth Hoover signed up, so any ninth graders.
Really?
Yeah,
Seth
Seth
Hoover.
Hoover.
Finally signed up.
Seth Hoover, you better.
Shows up too. So.
Seth Hoover, you better get to
swam,
clinics.
right?
He's so good. He won
His
state
sister
that one
swam,
year.
right?
Yeah.
Sister swims.
Oh, yeah.
and-
She just still does, yeah.
Yep, and
Wait.
Seth swims.
So that means we have 7 boys.
If
Look
Seth
at that.
comes to
If Seth
practice.
comes.
Sounds about right.
He's good.
Well, there you
So.
go. So, what are some health benefits of swimming, and like, can it be used to like help stay in shape for other sports?
T. Kim wanted me to ask this question.
Hmm?
T. Kim wanted me to ask this question.
Well, it's a
He's
good
really
question. I mean,
he's really interested to hear.
It's a great question. I mean, you look at not only just the lifelong benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even swim when you're an old fart like I am. So, the lifelong benefits of swimming are immense. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
definitely.
life-saving thing. Obviously, you're not gonna drown. Hopefully,
Hopefully
Yeah,
not.
definitely.
If you look at other sports, back a few years ago, we got a lot of Bellwood softball players from Coach Payne at the time, and the whole point of that was to get them into an event or a sport that they could do in the off season. And he said he saw their bat speed get so much quicker. Their shoulders were a lot stronger. They could, their pitchers had a lot of improvements.
See,
with
Aiden,
it.
you should do swim.
I was
Aiden,
just gonna say that. No,
you should
my
get
dad,
on it. Come
my
on.
dad, he did say about signing up for swimming. He said just go to the
you can
practices
make
and
number
all that.
I thought you were gonna do it
I was
last
considering
year.
it. I was considering it. I was definitely considering it.
You should come to one clinic. Come tonight.
I think
3:30.
I think the best part about it too is not
Tom's
only,
on time.
not only are the benefits of the other sports, because it's going to help other sports.
Yeah.
I've had football players, of course not wrestlers or basketball, but
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people that are in fall sports, spring sports, track, cross country. I mean, it's going to help your muscles. It works a lot of the muscles you don't work in your standard sports. And it's just it's going to build your lungs, obviously, and it's not going to hurt anything. So
100%. Yeah. So
Also, one time I went to a doctor and he told me that your joints don't get all tough, whenever
What?
I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
like your joints get tight. Like
no,
it
like
loosens
with
them, or
other,
what?
it
It's not
loosens
like
them
hard
up
on
because
joints.
it's not like heavy impact sport.
you're not pounding your
Yeah,
joints.
you're not
yeah.
you're not like running on a floor. You're like
True.
it's really easy on your limbs.
Kinda like
That's
just
what I was
like
trying to
zero
say.
gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
could definitely see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So, what are your expectations for this upcoming season? How do you
Yeah.
predict the team will do?
I think going into the season, every season's different. I mean, we look at who we have, we look at the numbers we have, and we see what kind of skill we have at each of the strokes. Whether it be butter, back, breast, or free. I think we'll compete. I think we'll have enough girls to be able to compete at meets, and I think we should be able to win the meets we're supposed to win.
Yeah.
And I think we'll still be competitive in the ones that are there. You swim against somebody like a Clearfield that's stacked.
Yeah.
Hollidaysburg always has a really good team.
Big numbers.
But we can compete with them, and I think that's the key. Boys, it'll just come down to numbers. I mean, when you're swimming with 7 or 8 people, it's kind of hard to, they have one. If the opposing team has one event with none of our swimmers in it, they got 9 or 13 points right there. So that makes us tough. But I expect to compete, and I expect to have a lot of district qualifiers like we've had in the past.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what swimmers from last year did graduate, and does their loss make a big impact on the team?
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
For the girls' side, we lost Maddie Coleman and Sarah Hoover, and they've been with the program since 9th grade. Perennial Mountain League All-Stars, perennial qualifying for districts and top 6 at districts all the time. So obviously a big win. Maddie Coleman swimming at Penn State Altoona at the time, and seems to be doing well. Boys' side, we lost a couple from Bellwood, and I mean, anytime we lose boys, we're going to be in trouble. I don't think we had any. Colin, we had Colin Yanis, of course. He graduated and doing great in the Navy, and then
Rylan from Bellwood.
Hunter Gregg,
And Hunter.
Gregg,
Yeah.
and,
Hunter.
and Ryan. Those three.
Yeah.
And those 3 were very solid and
They were.
and spent competed pretty well, very well.
Yeah.
So, who are the strongest leaders on the boys' team, like that you have right now, from the guys you have now?
Well, I mean, it's too soon to tell. I mean, because we don't, most of the boys are new.
Yeah.
And Spencer's in 10th grade, and
he's good though.
He is really good.
He's really good. He's really good. He's in 10th grade. He's from Bellwood School District.
Yeah, I didn't believe it last year whenever they said he was a freshman. I was like, "There's no way this kid's a freshman."
So it's kind of hard. I mean, he'll lead by example and just by doing well. He disqualified for districts last year and did good. So by default, probably be him.
Yeah. What about the girls? Obviously, most likely it'll be the two sitting with us right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but we'll probably still be searching for that. We talked Ashley Walk into coming back out, so that was good.
Oh yeah,
she's
right
one of our strongest.
Yeah.
One of the strongest.
Her dive and streamline is immaculate.
I mean, all kidding aside, I think you look at the girls that are sitting here, Ellie and Victoria. All of our seniors, Isabella Rhodes, Sarah Hoover, they'll all hopefully continue to grow and to be leaders, both in the pool during practice, which is probably the most important, and then outside the pool, as well. So I don't have any concerns with that. I mean, we got a good group of kids, and they all work pretty hard.
I feel like we have a really good, solid group of senior girls. There's just been a ton of us who've been swimming together for years. It's just,
good chemistry.
Yeah,
really good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have fun at practice. We definitely do.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom doesn't like it very much.
That's not true. We just gotta
swim.
Gotta know when to work, and we gotta know when to play.
Yeah.
So, what are our strongest events? If you had to choose any from the wide variety of events, what do you think would be our strongest?
Well, I would say probably, unfortunately, it's going to be freestyle because we don't have a lot of people that are doing some strokes. I mean, Victoria in the backstroke will be strong. Bella and Ellie in the fly will be good and help out. But a lot of it's going to come down to 50. I expect
Ashley in the 50.
Ashley in the 50.
Ashley in the 50.
Ashley's going to make districts in the 50 this year.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yep, we're already planning it.
Well, she has a shot. I mean, she really improved last year and worked hard, and so I think
we want her to make the district time this year. We're going to push her to do that.
And so I would say it's going to boil down to freestyle. We should have a decent medley relay if we can get a breaststroker in the girls, and the boys it'll be freestyle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Seth Hoover is going to be free.
Seth Hoover.
He could just swim the whole thing.
Poor Seth.
If he comes.
Girls. What are your favorite events? What are your favorite swimming events?
Well, I actually like the 200 free. Unpopular opinion.
Wow.
A lot of people don't like that event.
No way.
I swam it last year for the first time, and it was actually really fun. My least favorite event is the 100 butterfly, which I've been swimming since I was in 9th grade.
Wow.
And I've learned to deal with it, but I don't think I enjoy it very much.
Well, unfortunately, in swimming, sometimes you got a lot of girls can't do the 100 fly.
Yeah.
You got to put the girls who can swim it.
It gets you some points. Hey, you lettered at it. Maybe.
Yeah, it did help me lettered. Because
there you go.
There be meets where we have like 3 of our team, just 3 butterflyers from our team, no one else, and we'll get all the points. We had that 3 meets last year. Even if you just swim it, you don't even have to get a decent time. You still get the points, which helps out the team.
That is definitely nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Victoria? What's your favorite event?
I like the 100 back, even though it's hard. But I also like swimming the 100 butterfly, but that's 3 times a year, but no more than that. Once every couple meets.
Special occasions.
Yeah. I like the medley relay, and then the 200 freestyle relay. I hate the 400
What else
relay.
do you normally swim?
Sometimes 100 free.
Was it the 100 free and 100 back last year?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was trying to think of what it was. Normally mine was the 200 free, then the 100
It's hard
fly.
to do the back and fly because
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, so is the 100 free because it goes 100 free, then that relay, and then the 100 back.
Well, you got the relay there, though.
Yeah, the relays in between.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm
such
in
a
the
long
relay.
time.
Nice.
A
Yeah,
little bit of a break.
it's a good time.
So, who are our biggest threats this year? Who do you think's going to pose? Who's going to be the toughest opponent that we're going to be
toughest
playing?
meets.
Pretty much.
I mean,
meets.
Well, I mean, obviously, your Clearfields, Hollidaysburgs, they're bigger schools, and their program is really, really good. I look more at the teams like that I put on the same kind of competition level as we are. You know, your Marion Centers, we tied them last year in a virtual meet, which was the stupidest thing we ever did.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Virtual.
Like a Marion Center.
I don't even know how to explain
and Somerset. Somerset, we lost by like 1 point.
Somerset,
it was rough.
Somerset would be a good
I hated
win.
that.
Always Huntington, you know, always Huntington. Anytime we can compete against Huntington and get a win on them, it's always good.
Oh, I love beating
So
Huntington.
that's probably, I would say, the 3 biggest. Bellefont's usually pretty good.
Yeah, their practices are hard.
Yeah, they've
I don't
been
think they have a lot
practicing.
of kids out this year.
They've
but,
2.
You know, they don't have a pool.
They've been practicing after us, and
5.
from what I've been looking at, they've been pretty decent. Like I saw their practice schedule up on the board yesterday.
Wait, they practice? What?
They practice in our pool.
Yeah,
Do they not have a
us.
poll?
They must not. I don't know all the
Really?
details.
They don't.
They don't.
Huh.
That's so weird.
Weren't they practicing down here last year before districts? I do remember that.
Yep.
Jeez, they have to.
Yeah, so those will be the ones that'll be hard to. Those are the ones that we should win, or that'll be good meets that we need to win.
Yeah, must wins. So, girls, what meet are you guys most excited for?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I remember the meets.
I like whenever we swim against Huntington, just because I really enjoy beating them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like such a thing.
Huntington.
I also like swimming against Hollidaysburg because I know like a ton of the kids, so it's always just kind of like a little reunion. Also, this year we have a meet like 2 days before Christmas, so like Christmas meet.
Oh, there you go.
That kind of sounds kind of fun. We can make that fun. So
fun. And I really want to beat Somerset. Just because the one girl on their team. Remember the one that fake tanned?
Oh,
yeah, I know the one.
That'll do it.
I know the one.
Yeah. I want to beat her bad.
That's what I think, yeah.
So one more question before I let you go. Do you think we'll make a run at a good solid run at districts?
I mean, our best finish ever at districts in my tenure was second. That was a couple years ago. Winning districts is
awesome.
really
Tough.
hard.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you know, it's a one meet, and again, it's by point system. So you have to have multiple kids qualified for multiple events.
Yeah.
You have to win almost all the relays. You know, to get those points. So it's not like it's not like going through a bracket where, you know, football, baseball, basketball, you can get hot at the right time and beat anybody.
Yeah.
But I think what I'd want to make sure we continue to do is that we get half of our kids there, which we've done pretty regularly, and that we get a lot of our kids on the podium, which is the top schools.
Yeah.
And we've been real consistent in doing that. So if we can continue to do that and have our best times, we always want to have our best times at districts. So.
Is districts going to be at Penn State again this year?
I doubt it.
Really?
Nope, I don't think so. So I don't know where they'll have it.
Hopefully not
because of COVID last year, like we normally have it over at like the Penn State auditorium, like McCoy.
Yeah, that place
but
is beautiful.
It's awesome. Like it's like a 2-day thing. It's so fun.
That'd be cool.
But last year it was like 1 day at Hollidaysburg and like condensed it all into 1 day. And
I don't think the Nat's even open. Because that's where Bellefonte used to practice.
That's
I don't think they're letting anybody in.
That is brutal.
That's awful. That actually makes me upset.
Unreal.
I love districts every
I do
year.
have one more question for you, and it was actually suggested by your daughter. Who's your favorite kid?
My favorite kid?
Your favorite child?
Oh, that's easy. That's Nick.
She thought you were going to be like, I like all of them equally.
Certainly followed by Quinley. I'd say probably Quinley's. In case Quinley's listening to this, she's number one. Because I don't destroy her, but
Dang.
she's okay.
So Nick, Quinley, Christian, Emma?
Yeah.
Emma, Christian.
That's probably close.
They're tied.
Hey, at least she's honest about it.
They're all number one in my heart.
Oh, there you go. Well,
sweet.
Thank you all for joining me on the podcast.
Yeah,
it's great having you all.
It was so fun.
Oh, yeah.